Philippine Independence Day's anniversary and celebration is June 12th of each year. They are celebrating 125 years free from Spanish rule, which happened in, I believe it's June of 1898. Spanish rule started in 1565, lasted about 333 years. Many of you do not know that that the British invaded Manila, 1762, and they had I guess a treaty with Spain in 1764, turning it back to Spain. Said, hey, this is too much work for us. I guess it's going to cost us too much. And then, of course, the Japanese got involved in World War II. And the USA, they gained independence from the USA, United States of America, July 4th, 1946. So it's actually 77 years anniversary from the USA, 125 years from the Spanish. I took a motorbike trip on a Sunday, the day before the anniversary, which is on a Monday and a holiday. If you're planning on going to any government agency, forget about it. I come across a drum and bugle competition, about 60 contingents from all over the Visayas region, called Palabas, I believe, drum and bugle competition. And you'll get to listen in on a little bit of that a little bit later. Anyway, there's a parade down from Fuentes Mina Circle to Plaza Independencia. That may have happened already. I've got my windows open. It's a nice breezy day, about 80 degrees. And I should have heard it. I should have seen it because I was up about 5:30 today. And I think there was a church service and a raising of flags and such, and there was supposed to be a parade. But anyway, I never heard that, and I didn't see it. I've searched online, and one thing frustrating here is you do a search and you can't get any details from all the local news. They'll say these things are happening such and such day, but they won't give you any times usually. So that's a major complaint of mine. How do you plan? Maybe there are other Facebook groups, even the city of Cebu City. I watched one video, I think it was on a Facebook. It said, this is a live show to parade, apparently today. But there again didn't state any times that it was going to start. They are having something, it's not Sinulog related, but it is a Barangayan sa Sugbo. It's a competition, basically a battle of the festivals from the different barangays around Cebu, and I think just Cebu Island, I believe. Perhaps some other places. It's also called Barbosa Ka Barangayan, I think. And tonight, June 12th, there's going to be a ball out at New Star Resort and Casino. I'm sure most of you will be out there dressed in your finest tuxedos and gowns. I will go out a little later, maybe this afternoon, and I will go and see if I can hunt down, because there's supposed to be street dancing and other things going on, and not sure if that's going to happen tonight or where it's going to happen. There again, lack of information in the supposed news sources and other sites, many different sites that supposedly focus in on that. The parade route was changed rather quickly from going out. Originally it was going to go from Cebu City out to South Road Properties, and they changed that to Fuentes Mina Circle down to the downtown Plaza Independencia. So maybe that's where things are going to be going on tonight. We'll hopefully get down that way. Anyway, the Philippines has a very interesting history, not just the recent 140 years, something like that, but even ancient history. There are some information online about possible ancient civilizations here, and problem with ancient civilizations, there was little writing. If there was writing, there was little of it is available to us today. Back in the days of more city-states and trade throughout Asia and perhaps even other parts of the world, I have visited some caves over on very primitive cave over on Bohol Island, just north of Anda, and you can take a tour over there. They've got there's cave painting and other really interesting facts over there. Anyway, we're coming up to the bands here. I'm not going to narrate for a while, let you listen in. I think the actual competition probably took place just off to the left of where I was driving. Is a huge plaza called Plaza Independencia. One of the very few parks, especially large parks here in Cebu City, metropolitan area, and it's where a lot of events take place during Christmas, Sinulog Festival, other festivals, other events. Like this particular one, and well, Easter, different times. Off to the right, you've got Carbone Market area, parking system right here, and there's a legal battle going on between the marine government marine agency and the city of Cebu City, and about some of that property. A developer, I think Megawide, and the city of Cebu City are modernizing Carbone Market, big wholesale market. You buy meat and vegetables and fruit and lots of different things there. Anyway, now I'm coming back into town. I had gone out to South Road Properties, turned around, turned my camera back on, and got some of these bands again. Anyway, going to drive around here a little bit. But anyway, the courts have stated that this marine agency has the legal right to that property. So some of the buildings and that Megawide and the city of Cebu paid for are actually it's the property of this maritime agency, I guess. So that fight continues, I think. And this is a Sunday, so the road up here that goes by a famous old church, Santo Niño Catholic Church, the street is closed off, I think Saturday nights and Sundays, so I'm going to have to make a turn one direction or the other. Busy intersection with no traffic signals, stop signs, so you just, everybody, it works here. It works here. You just go in between each other, kind of, hopefully. Hopefully you don't meet in the center. Not only does the state and various provinces have fiestas and various events, but each barangay, a barangay is a village, a smaller political unit within each town or city or province, and they have their own separate fiestas. And we had one down the road. I think I'm surrounded by 3 or 4 different barangays that boy, this last month, it's like they take turns for 1 week at a time. I think 9 days, I was told, one barangay, they've got a 9-day fiesta type celebration, and the noise went on throughout the day and a couple days way into the morning hours, 3:30, 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, before the noise stopped. And boy, it bothers me more than some people, but I couldn't sleep. I turned the radio on, turned the volume up, my own radio, and that helped me get an hour or two of sleep. But pretty much I was up till they were done partying. I should have went down and taken some video, but I was not in a very good mood. It probably wasn't a good idea for me to go out and interact with the people making the noise. Anyway, there's back down here on the side street some more of the band. So just for a short time, I'm going to let you listen in again. I wanted to go straight there, but they've changed the traffic system. You're not allowed to go straight there. Everybody has to turn right, probably because that is a very, very busy intersection. There again, without any traffic signals or anything, which actually is much more efficient. And so I would have had to go down here, make a U-turn, and then go up and make a right-hand turn, which would not be a big issue. But even where I just turned there, if I would have went straight ahead, I would have run right into Pier 1. That can be a very busy intersection as well. And we have many, many busy intersections here. Most of them do not have traffic signals. And it works here in the Philippines. One side sticks their nose out for a while and people will stop. Very little road rage. And the other side will go for a while and the other side will stick their nose out. And actually it's quite efficient. Amazing how it works, and relatively few accidents because of that. My guess is that most of the accidents is a number of reasons. Number one, most of the people here I don't think have ever had any driver's training. They've grown up in a culture where there is little to no enforcement of traffic laws. Most people probably don't know the traffic laws. Traffic lanes are not much more than a suggestion, and which actually works because there's a lack of roads. There's a lot of narrow roads, and if there's 2 lanes, Filipinos will share it. Actually, where in the U.S., I know if somebody tries to get by you. I know I've seen it so many times. May have done it myself. You move over in crowds so somebody can't use the shoulder or something to get around you, for instance. And here they will share the lanes. Motorbikes will use the space between lanes. If there's 2 lanes, they'll make 3 or 4 out of it, and it works. Very hectic. I don't know. little bit crazy at times, especially during rush hour traffic. Generally, most places there are no left turn lanes, for instance. So and a lot of times you're not allowed to make a left-hand turn. So what do people do? They go down the road, they make a U-turn, come back, and whether that that just the way it works here, just the way it works. Or motorbikes in particular, if there's a red light someplace, they'll make a right-hand turn, go down, make a U-turn, come back, and make another right-hand turn because they don't want to wait for that light to change. Off to the left that we just passed, that is Robinson's Galleria Mall. That is where immigration is, the main immigration office here in Cebu City now. It used to be over in J Center Mall, Mandaue City. Now it's in Robinson's Galleria. It's not the Galleria up on Fuentios Mina Circle. It's not those two. There are two Robinson's malls on Fuentios Mina Circle. It is not there. It is down here on the main road, Robinson's Galleria. I don't ride this bike that often. Don't like riding in town, and it takes time, money, and energy, and motivation to take a longer trip someplace. And sometimes I'm lacking one of those. Anyway, I drive it every week and a half, week or so, just to charge the battery up. Anyway, thanks for coming along. Stay safe, stay healthy, and happy Philippine Independence Day to you.